Good morning. How are we today? Let's see. We are live. So, what we're gonna talk about today is something different. This is gonna be really difficult, as I got actually a really large amount of errors in here on the topic and well, let me see. This one is really complicated today because I do need to do some new things on the topic. So in basically what I try to do today is really something in which is as a ex-radio talk show host I of course I do like to monitor people and I like to listen what the other people says and what has actually come to my attention in few cases on let's say my community, people who I know and the people basically who I need to talk with and who I like to talk with. But let's keep it as a general, because these things actually happen in which is the funny way. Let me see, put that plug inside or whatever. Which is actually happened to between the peoples in let's say same mother language background. Can you imagine you have a coach on your sport team? You have a coach. You are either American, you're English, born human. I don't talk about aliens, but I talk about the humans. So can you imagine? This is also this is based on what I'm actually facing on a quite long time also, since my mother language is not in English, but my home working and my family language, basically not by born but by learning since I was born, is in English as well. Can you imagine you facing on a person who is talking to you and who is your friend, who is your coach, who is your helper, who is your friend as a friend, but you know them in a long time. Can you imagine that you both know each other in a long time and you try to communicate, and then it comes to this kind of parts that during a communication, during a normal family, not family talk, but normal talk, this person basically keep on automatically repeating after repeating. I can only refer to what I actually have to experience, because I've been thinking about this one in this quite long time, should I make it on a video, this one or not. But yes, this is the same thing what happened to many people. What happened to the quite many coaches, as I see it in the USA, they talk to their teams who are generally like American-born citizens, and their language is in English as well. The coach keep on asking, do you understand me? Do you understand? Do you understand? Every third or fourth sentence is, do you understand? Do you understand what I'm saying? And to the, like, it doesn't matter what it is in a topic, but like a general communication, general outspoken thing between the friends are, do you understand? So my question for that one is, how come friend or coach can ask continuously from the people who he's talking day after day after day, that do they understand what the coach or their friend talking to them? I could actually, as I like to make a lot of fun out of almost everything, and I kind of play with the words. So what would happen if you, as a listener, you said it to your coach or you said it to your friends while he keep on asking, do you understand? You said, sorry, I don't understand what he's saying. Every time when he's saying, do you understand? I don't understand. I mean, do you understand what I'm saying is a questions, which is questions usually 99.9% requires reply. So what would happen on that friendship if you have that kind of personality who keep on asking you every third or fourth sentence continuously, day after day, do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand? Do you understand? Do you understand over there? It is actually very annoying. As far as I looked at it and I listened to the TV reporters who is doing the worldwide documentation, they do worldwide reporting, they do basically communicate with the world leaders as interview them. How that worldwide leader would react if the interviewer, if you, let's say, you would be in the position that you have a chance to interview the US President of UK Prime Minister, and you keep on asking him in every third or fourth sentence, do you understand? Or any basically world leader, if you would keep on asking, do you understand? I think they would actually feel really, really offended on that kind of interviewer's behavior or way the person asking the questions. It is a funny world, yes. At the moment, that I think it was a couple of days ago I saw it on the BBC News that we are running now in the third year on the face mask. Talk about face mask, yes it is. It is something what we do need to basically accepting at the moment. Let's go a little bit different part of the topic. What I put it on this conversation topic is the communication between humans. This is what I'm saying. Do you understand? That actually sounds really, really funny. But yes, It's funny. It's really, really funny. How should I actually talk about this one? As far as I looked at it in the same time, I have two monitors in here, so I have to look in a little bit in what is happening around the world and what is going on. So basically, why there is so much conflict between, I mean, it is between the people, but it is between the rules and a certain other groups of people or individuals. And yes, I'm heading to direction on this really funny way of World Tennis Association. There is Australian Open is starting in a couple of days time, I think. And I'm wondering, but this is again, it's my personal opinion. Once I heard this news that this Djokovic, he don't want to publish on his vaccination records or whatever he's been or he's not been vaccinated or blah blah blah. And he was granted access to the Australia. So I think I haven't saw any news regarding what happened over there between the other players. How would the other player who's been fully vaccinated to play against the person who is, or we don't know, is he or has he been vaccinated? How can you play against that kind of player if you basically, I don't talk about support or dis-support, but let's say that person has been fully vaccinated and the other players, who knows? Australia is actually a world famous country regarding the rules and how the people have access to Australia as a foreign person. Australia, rules are rules. So he was actually allowed to enter Australia in some very funny way of understanding or reading or listening how the rules were bended for him, which is, I like Australia. I've been in Australia. I've been all over Australia before the corona, so as a work-wise. So I actually was wondering how on earth is that one is. Is it just that because he's a world number one on the tennis? So nobody gives basically other people's health. Because when we talk about this kind of epidemic situation, we do need to think about it as me, as a one person in this world where there's a 7.9 billion other ones. I do think about all the other 7.9 billion, whatever I do or wherever I go. Because remember, we only live one time in this world. We get infected by something what we can't cure, we're gonna die. Accidents, bad accidents, we die. We're reaching a limit, age limit, we die. So why in earth, some people on that Australian Tennis Federations were trying to hide it on the reason why they allow that kind of person who don't publish yes or no or any kind of thing, how he's dealing with this current situation what we all humans in this world have to face. And he was allowed to enter the tournament. Then of course lucky immigration, I like the Australian immigration, they are actually really tough guys. I know some of them over there, they are really good rural people. So he was basically blocked and forced to return. I mean, Australia is an island basically, surrounded by water. 360 degrees all around in Australia, it's surrounded by water. So that one is actually island. Aussies don't like that one anyway, but that it is island. When you go definition on an island, it's surrounded by water. So if you think about it, then one person who's carrying or who might not carry or might carry virus, go over there infecting people and people die. Who's to complain? That's a good question, by the way. Do you understand? Yeah, those are it's a really odd epidemic situations. Do I have anything else to talk about it today? We talk about communication. Talk about the Australian Tennis Association. We talk about virus. We talk about face masks. Well, let's keep it nice and simple, and we've been basically live about 17 minutes now, so let's keep it nice and simple today, and let's see what's gonna come up in next. And if you have anything interesting out there, what you would like to hear my opinion or my collectivity, or my generally my just some really weird opinions about it. I like to talk actually so many things, so please subscribe and click that button over there. No, it's that side. There is the clock button. Oh, it might be up there. Depends how you look at it. There. Subscribe and click the button so you get the always alert in everything. And this live, I like to make it live because then you don't know when I'm gonna come up here, or you're gonna get it in information. Tick, tick. Once you subscribe and you get the bell button, you get every single time in information when I'm live. And if you have any other opinion, would you like to me to the schedule for the broadcasting, and I would like you to take a part of it. That would be a much more fun. Wherever you are, whatever you have, you can leave the comments. Please leave the comments and let's talk about more. Having said that one, that was today's viral news. I see you later. Sayonara, suckers.